Here's an easy day of bulking as a student gym rat. To build muscle with a super busy schedule. Okay, chaos. I was supposed to meet my engineering design group at 8 o'clock. Can't leave without a cup of tea. I really need to go. Taking breakfast with me, 60 grams of fruit, 60 grams of oats, and vanilla whey protein. Made these last night, so prepared. I'm also having 500 grams of yogurt before I go. Also taking a packed lunch. Packed lunch is essential if you've got a busy schedule. But you see what I'm taking later. I've got a presentation today and I'm going to gym straight after, so I have my gym stuff, but my bag's not shutting. Because I don't usually take a change of clothes. Got it. I would usually have breakfast before I go, but because today was a bit of an early start, I decided to take it with me. I'm just going to put it out there. Presentation is not everything when you're in a bulk. Literally, just get the food in. It's really good carbs, really good protein, and perfect fuel to give you that energy before you work out. Presentation done, so now is gym time. So for post-workout, I've got some ground turkey and mixed vegetables. I actually meal prep this on Saturday, which is so convenient because I could literally just leave it out the freezer overnight. It was defrosted and ready for my lunch. I know a lot of people sometimes get a bit concerned with defrosting meat and eating it cold and stuff, but it's completely safe. The only thing you need to be careful with is like when you're heating it up after you've defrosted it. So if you're heating it up in the microwave, just make sure it's steaming and then you're usually fine. This is really good for post-workout because we've got a protein in there, which is essential for your muscles to like build up and recover after you work out because we're tearing them down in the gym. And it's also got a mixture of vegetables so that I've got all my micronutrients, which is also very important, mostly just for your general health. And then we have our carbs because I like to use carbs after a workout to spike my insulin levels, which is essentially like letting your muscles open up to allow them to shovel in all that protein that you're eating. So don't forget carbs. We have the lovely pizza bread. This is just from Tesco. It's literally like 50p for a pack of 6, maybe. I basically just chose this because it was easy to shove in my bag and I was in a rush. So that is the post-workout meal. I also added spices in this as well, by the way. It's not just meat and veg. It has some flavor. Cheers. I also have some big news, guys, like massive. I sort of gave you a hint at the end of that workout, so drop it in the comments if you can guess. If you've done it. Okay, if you've done it. I'm going to be competing in women's bodybuilding. I'm so excited. I am absolutely buzzing because this is going to be my biggest challenge yet. And yeah, so excited. So I'll be competing in the bikini division, which is slightly less muscular than like actual women's bodybuilding, but it's the same idea. Going to be training hard. I've got a lovely coach, and I'm going to be taking you through my whole first week as a bodybuilder in next week's video. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that one. Super excited, but I'm going to finish this and then I have to go because I've got lectures until 5. 3 more lectures. I know, it's busy, but we'll be catching up for dinner. As you'll probably be able to tell, this is not dinner. But that's because there's been a bit of a turn of events. My mum phoned me earlier to say that my granddad had died, and I've never lost anyone before. So I'm just trying to process things at the moment, but I'm also sort of at peace with it because I know that my granddad's in heaven now and he gets to be with Jesus. So I'm so excited for him, but then also like thinking about my gran and the rest of my family is just, it's quite a lot. So I don't know if I'm gonna finish this video today. We might go on our dinner date tomorrow, but I just wanted to let you guys know, like, if I'm wearing different clothes, that's why. But God is just so good. My granddad's loved Jesus and he welcomed everyone wherever he went. He was always the first person to start a conversation, and I aspire to be like that. It was just so sudden, but I know that God has a plan and a purpose for absolutely every single person he put on this earth, and my granddad lived that out, so I want to do the same. See you at dinner. We're gonna have a dinner date in the kitchen, but I live in a 9-person house, so it was a bit busy, and we're gonna have it here. So for dinner, super simple, just fish, rice, and vegetables. I always have a meat, a veg, and a carb, either dinner or lunch, depending on when I work out. Today I worked out a bit later, so I've got my rice for my carbs, my fish for my protein, and then my vegetables for my micronutrients. Because I'm bulking, I was gonna have salmon because that's a more fatty fish, and it's just got a few more calories in it than whitefish, but I didn't have any in, which was a bit of an oversight from me. But Julie's just tipped me, and I'm crying. I'm currently doing a lean bulk, which means I'm eating more calories than I'm burning throughout the day, with the main goal of building as much muscle as possible and minimizing fat gain. That's why I'm choosing sort of healthier foods to try and get the calories in, rather than getting most of my calories from junk food. If you are finding that you can't get enough calories in on your bulk though, going for the unhealthy foods isn't the end of the world, but there are other options you can choose from. There's quite a few ways you can add extra calories into your diet without actually noticing. Cooking with oil is really going to help because there's a lot of calories for not that much oil, and you barely notice it if you've got it on your food. I find things like peanut butter really helpful to get the calories in, and I make an amazing snack which I'll show you later on because I'm going to have that later. And that uses peanut butter and really helps out my calories for the day. Swapping your lean meats for more fattier cuts of meat can really help. So like chicken breast, swap it for chicken thighs just because they've got a few more calories. It's similar with dairy, so if you're having like low fat yogurt or low fat milk, swap it for whole milk and then full fat Greek yogurt. It's just these little swaps that can make a big difference if you're struggling to get the calories in. It's also important to remember that as you progress in your bulk, then the amount of calories that you're eating has to increase as well, otherwise you'll just plateau. Because as you build more muscle, then your body naturally needs more energy because your muscles burn energy just to survive, which is pretty cool to be fair, but it means you have to eat more food. That's another good reason why knowing these swaps can be really helpful. And remember to drink water. As a bodybuilder, my coach has set me specific macros that I need to hit. So this is a specific percentage of carbs, fats, and proteins within my daily calories. I won't go into it too much in this video because I'm doing a whole video on my first week as a bodybuilder next week. But I'm currently having roughly 40% carbs, 30% protein, and 30% fats. This will change over time depending on what season of bodybuilding I'm in. I'm currently in an off season, so this means the gaining or bulking phase, which is a lot of food. But later on I'll have to cut to reveal the gains, and my diet is obviously going to have to change at that point. But enough for now, this has gone cold. I'm going to eat it, and I will see you for some snacks in the evening. Hear me out, you know that viral cottage cheese ice cream? Well, this is basically the lazy version of that, because I didn't have time to get the blender out and everything. So basically just mix all the ingredients together and it tastes exactly the same. When you're bulking, a lot of people overlook this, including myself, but it's super important that you're getting enough carbs. Because carbs are used to replenish your glycogen stores, which essentially gives your muscles the energy they need to push hard in your workouts. At the moment, I'm eating quite a lot of carbs, and I'm a big fan of cereal, so these are Weetabix, and I'll probably have about 5 of those. You can have whatever carb source you want, really. Cereal's a great option because you can also add a protein shake in with that, like in with your milk, getting you a little bit of extra protein, which is essential for building muscle, so don't forget your protein. Yeah, we're gonna down that. It was at this point that I realised I hadn't actually hit my carbs for the day, so I had another two pita breads after that. Okay, last thing I'm having is this peanut butter mousse. It is so good. I'll get through so much peanut butter though. It's kind of crazy. But this is so good. The calories in this are amazing. So if you ever find yourself needing an extra 900 calories late at night, this is your go-to. And you can see exactly how to make it in this video next. Love you guys, bye! To build muscle with a super busy schedule. That's twice I've done this in this video. I can't drink.